But today wasn't like a great day. I was in my class and my phone rang twice, and the second time my phone rang, I felt so embarrassed. My professor said like maybe just turn it off. And I felt so embarrassed and I felt so ashamed. Like I truly wanted to punish myself. I felt humiliated. Um, and not anger towards her. It was all internal. It was all like it was like I was burning myself alive, it felt. And I didn't think I deserved to speak in my class anymore, and I wasn't even paying attention. I didn't even feel guilt about not paying attention because I felt so like full of shame. And when I came back, I I got a pack of cigarettes, like the rest I have and left, and I smoked the whole pack on my walk where I met this girl who put down her window telling me that she likes my skirt, which I will show you now. And another girl told me that she likes my outfit as well. And I got these compliments on my outfit. And those were, encouraging. I went to the place where they weigh me and I found out my weight. This is my weight currently, 54.8 kilograms. I was a little bit disappointed. I was hoping it would be lower. What I'd really like to happen soon is for my weight to be 50 kilograms. I would love to be 51 soon. To see 50 on a scale would just be a dream, maybe. And I've been trying to lose weight my entire life, it feels like. I've been trying to lose weight my entire life, and I'm fasting more. Like in recent months, I've fasted more and stuff. But after smoking all those cigarettes today, my head is just pounding. And now I'm receiving a phone call. Everybody. Like I just called my sister now. Like I'm trying to like help her with her stuff, but I don't feel like I can talk to anybody about how I'm feeling. I feel like what I'm feeling is too much, and that it would be rude to intrude upon another person with the specifics of my life that they have no interest in. I can't talk to Audrey about it because she's very polite and it would intrude upon her politeness. Hurricane doesn't care. I don't think she understands either, beyond a certain extent. My sister has her own stuff and she doesn't have the answers, and I'm thinking that I'm gonna go and just smoke. I think I'm gonna go to the shop and spend 20 pounds on a cigarette, on a pack of cigarettes, and I'll see where that takes me. When I come back, I can call my sister, but I have a lighter in my bag, and maybe some music and a walk with cigs would help. I had half pack of cigarettes, and I had dinner after that, which was chicken with some vegetables, and then I had 2 cookies. I'm now going to have some green tea. Today wasn't the best food-wise, but it also wasn't the worst. I might have a Coke Zero. Wow, someone's hot chocolate is here, so guess they're going to buy some. But I might actually. At Witter, they had this blueberry cheesecake flavored hot chocolate that I really like. I love hot chocolate and attention, usually together. Great combo. So I'm gonna have my green tea. And maybe I should journal tonight. I haven't like journaled and I've been meaning to journal for so long. I think it might give me some clarity. I've not been feeling the best. There are a bunch of things I want to journal about. I want to get some clarity on the Dawood situation because it's making me a bit sad. I want to talk about, the good things that happened today, the girls I ran into, and how I've been feeling lately. And also, I want to make journaling a regular part of my life, so it's okay that I haven't been journaling recently, but I can journal now, and maybe I'll feel very happy afterwards. All this time I've been waiting, making tea for my baby. I had my cup of tea. Next thing we're going to try is putting on lip gloss. I'm thinking about how maybe my period is coming. And that could explain a lot, right? I'm looking to the side so I can take this as a thumbnail, by the way. I was looking at my search results. When I was searching, I just searched I am, and a bunch of things came up like I am insecure about this future of myself. I am lonely. I am, stuff like that. I feel like I don't know myself and I'm completely disconnected from myself. To the point that I feel like I'm not even inhabiting my body enough to feel sad. Like, maybe it's what Zabi said to me yesterday. When I broke up with him, he told me that all, terrorists, i.e., Muslims, are rabid terrorists who should be killed. When relaying the story, I said that he used the word slaughtered, but he didn't. He said, as for the looks department, he looked me up and down, which is the part that I keep replaying. And also, I always relay this to department when I think he said the looks side of things and something about my physique. He said that he doesn't really care much about Palestinians. He smiled when he told me this. I felt sorry for him. No one's inherently evil, so he just must have not been raised properly, and that's why he's acting this way. A lot of boys haven't been raised properly. If Dawood had been raised properly, maybe he would have fallen in love with me. It was one date. And it's not about him, is it? I think I'm gonna start fasting again. I'm going to do skincare. So I checked and he matched with me on Hinge, which prompted me to go and finish my pack of cigarettes and put on eyeliner. Just in case someone saw me on the street, and someone did see me on the street. The American who doesn't, this is William. The first time I met William, I was really happy to meet an American, so I think I went home and I was gonna make a list about him. Because I got on with him. I think he's racist. I know I sound like I'm suffering from persecution mania, but you know what? I'll talk about it. I feel like everybody's racist. And with Zabi, like, it was so clear, like, when he said those things to me about, like, all terrorists being rabid animals and the inefficiency of Pakistan, the looks situation. I feel a little beautiful right now, but there must be something that, you know, like, that he saw was lacking in me. And, I said to Zabi, like, if someone rejects you, doesn't mean something's lacking in you. But rejection is always personal. I didn't tell Zabi you have a shitty personality, and that's why I don't want to be with you. And then I'm like afraid there's something really wrong with me that no one tells me about. Like, let's go Arshiana, right? I feel like if she stopped people pleasing and she fixed the discoloration on her upper lip, she'd be more successful romantically. And maybe she'll go her whole life not knowing that her discoloration, like the fact that she doesn't wax her upper lip, is why no one finds her attractive. Also, the weight. Today I saw this girl and she was wearing this matching set, and because this girl before her had just said, like, great outfit, I used to bring headphones, buy my cigarette, but now it's like, love your outfit. And I guess she didn't hear me because she just made a face like this, and like as if I was a man who'd called her on the street. Don't you get it? Like, everybody feels like I feel ashamed about being Pakistani. When someone thinks I'm Indian, I'm a little bit offended. And sometimes I think I feel the most beautiful when I am the most removed from my ethnic origins. I'd like Bitty. I would really like some Bitty. I feel like I encountered lots of Bitty when I was younger, and I don't really meet people who feel sorry for me anymore. I don't share with them what's really going on because I sometimes I don't even know. But I try to be completely irreproachable, which you wouldn't think because I place demands on people. I have these like boundaries, but sometimes these boundaries feel like they're more for their benefit than mine. Like, when I tell a guy I can only I can only go on a date on this particular day at this particular time. Like, it's not a boundary for me. Like, yeah, I'm thinking I should tell you on the weekend, but it's for his benefit. He'll stay interested. He'll have more fun in the relationship when I'm a little bit withdrawn. And someone should be having fun in the relationship, so why not him? He'll get to have fun and all the benefits of my company, like my intelligence and my listening skills, and then in return, I get to be told that I'm beautiful and different. I think that's the most I can be for someone. It's a mystery or a sport. I wish I could give my sister answers, but I don't have answers. Sometimes I see a video of myself. Like right now, I think my eye makeup looks pretty. I think I look pretty at certain angles. sometimes I feel like I'm what all these guys think about me. Like, sometimes I think I'm severe and strange. And I think you only really get away with being these things if you're Bjork. I don't even think I'm that ambitious academically anymore. I can't. I once aspired to be like a famous writer or something, but I don't think that's going to happen for me. Maybe I'll just die like irrelevant. My head is really hurting. I forgot, like, we used to headphones too, but I forgot how much smoking makes my head hurt. He unfollowed me. Another tower, another plane has hit more towers. Like, okay, this is kind of funny. Okay. You know what? I think celibacy is for me. Not kidding. I don't know if I'm ready to be a nun yet, but I think I need to disappear from public life until I have some idea about who I am. I can't live the rest of my university career like this. There are going to be exams in Easter, and I can't spend the rest of my life just wallowing away in this feeling of complete and utter inadequacy. Yesterday wasn't the best. There was lots of smoking and loneliness. But I can make different choices today. I can start by cleaning my room. So I feel a little bit better today by wearing my new earrings. And I feel a little bit better. I'm remembering things I didn't like about Dawood. For instance, his sleaziness. Like, he had a very, like, subtle sleaziness to him that my sister identified as Eastern European. But firstly, I think they prefer the term Central European. And secondly, well, I do agree with her a little bit. He reminds me of this one, like, clip of a German guy I saw many years ago. Maybe that's racist. He didn't really seem, like, excited. That is one thing I noticed, actually. He didn't seem excited to be talking to me. Like, I sometimes meet people and they're excited to talk to everybody, and then when they meet me, they're especially excited because they are moved by everybody, and then I'm someone who is actually, like, maybe the reason to be moved a little bit more, and then they are. But with him, he just seemed really nonchalant, and I think it's because he was 28. There was that, and thirdly, I suspect it's because I'm Pakistani, which didn't make me feel the best. But yeah, that's the Dawood situation. Today I worked out in the morning before I got dressed, and I think I've eaten my food for the day as well, so I'm going to start my fast for 20 hours. And right now I'm going to relax for half an hour, and after that's finished, I'm going to read the essays that Avalon sent me and stuff so I can get an idea about research papers. And if there's any time left before I have to see Akshaj, I'm going to send emails and find out about my deadlines. So that's the plan for now. As I go to the library more and more, well, I've gone one day. Perhaps what I mean is, as I spend more time alone, like going to drop my vintage packages to the post office alone, going to the library alone, things like this, I feel better in a number of ways. One thing that's clear to me, well, I'm 90% convinced of this, I don't want to be going to the line in Winter Ball. I could save up that money and save up money in general, and then in February I can maybe go to a Florence and the Machine concert. Of course, I could do both, but I think I want to limit activities, as it were. And Something about the Florence and the Machine concert feels like an experience, and something about the Lion Winter Ball feels like high school event activity. And I don't know if that's what I want to do. Maybe I'll still change my mind about this, but currently I think that I just want to go to one, and it's not really the money thing as much as it is like a principle thing. I don't get along with these people, and brown friends, I don't want them. I don't. I don't want to be friends with someone just because they're brown. You know, they have to offer something else to me. Like, we must offer ourselves something more than that. Something like humor, intelligence, perspective, kindness, you know, shared hobbies, intellect. These are very important things, and I want them. And I think that I'm getting really disillusioned by things like the union and all that. So I think that's what I realized. I feel a little bit better about the Dawood situation. Like, I still wonder, like, why he thought, like, he didn't want to go on a second date. I wonder if it's because I'm younger than him or what, but whatever it might be, like, none of my business. I feel like one of the reasons I've been panicked and feeling confusion is because I haven't been studying. There's a lack of purpose and an awareness of a particular responsibility that's not being met. And by extension, a lot of different needs that aren't being met. Like, my degree isn't just like a responsibility, it's like, it's really fun, it's spiritually gratifying, and a bunch of things. So, I need to declutter certain people out of my life, like her, Karen. And Akshay came over, and it was really refreshing to talk to him because he was sharing his worries about what he is struggling with in his computer science degree and about university life in general. And I'd never told him about how I'm feeling about my degree, but a lot of the stuff he was telling me, it made me feel very much like I resonated with him. I was trying to explain this to my sister, but she has her own biases in talking to her. She talks in her own circles sometimes, and I realized that maybe it might be best to just like keep this stuff to myself and have it in dialogue with me or somebody who can engage with me on the way that I want without feeling like I'm exerting too many demands on them. I try to talk to my sister, but I think that it becomes too overwhelming to her to also be told, what I would like. So currently, as state stands, I think I might be best to just withdraw and not share so much about my life with her, because she has her own characterizations and things that she sees are going wrong or going right, and there are some topics like school and stuff which are helpful to talk to her about, but then she has her own jaded perspective sometimes, like about university and stuff, like the problems she sees socially, and then I think she forgets that my problem exists like very locally. Like, I'm doing this degree, I'm struggling with it, and then sometimes when I'm talking to her, I just feel like she has like a broader critique of the education system or about how societies are run up or about the patriarchy, and then how I'm feeling really gets lost in that. So it might be best to just like not talk to her about the stuff. And I'm saying this to you like very simply because, well, a few years ago it was like I really saw her as like gospel, and I felt like I could talk to her about anything, and that I must talk to her about anything. She knows everything about everything. And to criticize her in this way would feel like, I'm betraying her in some way. And maybe if she saw this video, she'd say, but you were betraying me in some way. Or she'd shut down maybe, but it's best probably not to talk to her about this stuff. But I have had epiphanies, like, about school and stuff. Like, I want to go to this Florence and the Machine concert. I want to work hard in my degree, and in the confusion and panic of not working hard in your degree, what ends up happening is that you neglect it, and you just feel worried all the time, and you're not entirely sure why. And you can point towards things, but you can never really like do something about it because you're not aware of how much it'll help just studying. well, it's not just studying, is it? It's the main thing. You're here, and it's like a grand adventure to work hard in these assignments. So I've been taking a hold of that grand adventure. Okay, I'm gonna start my day now. I do love hot chocolate. I do love attention, and I'm giving more of it to myself.